Hi, this is Attila16 and this is another episode of my campaign at Legendary with the Romans. In this case I'm attacking once again an enemy encampment in the desert. There's many armies around, but these are mostly Numidian stuff which are not particularly dangerous. Now my troops have been a little reduced by previous auto battle. So that's the only potential issue I have. I have a reduced amount of troops, but on the other hand, it's very unlikely that there will be much of a challenge in front of me, despite what the auto battle tells me. So this is a case where the auto battle tells me that, well, you don't stand any chance. Yeah, well. If that's the case, I'm curious to see that. So I'll just be enjoying the pretty side of the game while my troops do all the job. So I have many. I have first cohort, which I'm not sure what exactly this is about. They seem to have perhaps better armor or something of that kind. But legionnaires are less expensive and they seem to do the job just fine. So mob formation coming through. I'm keeping my best units behind. They're cheering up everybody. I should keep my eyes out in case there's enemy reinforcements, which there will most likely be. So my troops are coming through. And I will quickly go capture the town there. Let's advance here. I'm being stopped by a very few men. Well, I'm not really stopped, but let's say that I'm slowed down. Don't engage yet, dear auxiliary cavalry. As you can notice, I'm not really deploying any formation right now. I'm just coming through. It's like trying to stop a big train. Okay, well, that's it for that. Notice the big army over there. What kind of troops is that? Okay. I feel like sending my first cohort. Okay, let's charge into that army. While the rest will do the job. Let's see if they are any better. That's quite a horde of enemies coming in. They're even trying to maneuver. They are possessed by some kind of deeper intelligence, which I still do not seize all the subtlety. Well, here my legions are in complete chaos. Never heard about formation, people? Well, there seem to be quite a few skirmishers over there, which deserve to die. And I suppose I should as well bother to reorganize my skirmisher to face this. While here, my legionnaires should stop cheering and start fighting. That's a big army over there. No, there's more. I suppose I should do something about that. So I will charge my legionnaires over there. And I'm victorious. I guess since I have some cavalry, I will chase down a few of those guys. Just make sure that I have less of them to fight in the future. Just fast forwarding a little. Or actually it's not worth it, so let's go back to the campaign. Okay, so back to the campaign. I just defeated the garrison here as well as a couple of armies which were around. Now they will likely attack me again after. Unless they're dead. But for now I will just hold that down because now I need to refill the rank of my troops because the auto battle did cost me many troops. Well, here I will destroy the buildings. Here I'm still refilling my army a little. Well, here I will move this army into Gold's territory. And I'm sure that with all the trip passing I'm doing, you probably know by now that their end is very soon. So I will be attacking this. This is a siege, not much interest in doing that. You have increased the rank. I will finish off this army here. Because I don't want them to maneuver around. Actually, I cannot finish them off. And the auto battle did cost me many troops also. So that's a bit annoying. Well, here I will move it in there with my other legion. I will conquer Tolosa. There we go. You have a military tradition now. So destroying all the thing here, which does give me money by the way. Same here. Now the reason why I'm destroying all this, I will remind you of it, is because I want to change the culture first. And secondly, there's well, it gives me money, so why not? I guess here I will develop this town a little more. And I will develop the temples around it as well. I will move this to level 2 at least. Yeah, that's fine. Here I will recruit more ships of good quality. I guess I should I won't develop this further. I don't want to waste too much food on those province. So I have 2 legion which deserve to rank up. Commander. There we go. Ending the turn. Oh, that faction seems to have many encampments all over the place. Or actually, it's probably because they had allies, which I did not really care about. Or maybe I was already at war with that faction right here. This is a different faction from the one I just conquered here. I will be honest. They want me to pay for a defensive alliance. I don't think so. Especially since they are on my target list. This will likely be one of the next town I will conquer. So it seems that the different nation of gold are hostile to me. I'm not too sure where that's from, but that probably won't pose much of a problem.
Ready for battle.
Okay, let's finish off this small army here. Hopefully I won't lose any men. Now this is just a way to ensure that my bike is safe.
At your command.
But he did manage to dodge my army 2 times, which is way too many times. Okay, we'll send this legion back into the town to restore order. Now that I have destroyed everything in there, I will build temples, aqueduct, and a forum.
Ready for orders.
Well, here I will try to finish off that army, which I don't want hanging in the back of my force. So.
At your command.
And now I can resume my conquest of goals.
You will march till your feet bleed. Journey
Okay,
complete.
there we go. Well, here I will build temples. There we go, done. Here I will verify that this legion is about to be done. One more turn and I have all the troops. Okay.
We hunger for battle.
Here,
At your command.
I suppose I can send that legion into the enemy territory. It's unlikely that I will have a meaningful rebellion here. While here I will actually attack that faction here, and I have some allies nearby. That seems to be the only province of that faction, so that should not be too complex to capture. I can even do it in auto battle, but I won't, because the auto battle is way overestimating the kind of damage it can inflict me. So that will be the next battle. I'll see. Alright, this is Attila16, and this is another episode of my campaign at Legendary with the Romans. In this case I'll be sieging that place here, which is in North Africa. And actually there's going to be some naval battle action over there, because one of my ally fleet is over there. But most of the action will happen here, I suppose. So I'm sending 2 of my legionnaires to the gates to burn it, and I will support them with 4 group of velites. If you want to see my army, that's pretty much it. Lots of cavalry, lots of legionnaires, and I have many good cohort here. Oh, they're in Tolkien. Okay, so the reason why I'm attacking this side as opposed to other side is that from here I'm able to attack the 3 different flags that I need to capture. So as soon as I will rush through, all the situation will be fairly easy, well, quickly resolved. I can see also my ally, which are Greeks over there, with their troops transport. Okay, the door is burning. There was nobody on the wall, which is rather surprising. Now the thing is that I'm fighting this battle because the auto battle nearly put me in a condition where I will lose the battle. So it's kinda nonsense. Okay, well, let's engage my legion and capture everything in there. That should not be particularly difficult. I probably will have to capture that gate because I believe there is some oil falling on the troops. So that's probably what will take the longest part of the battle. And there doesn't seem to be much defender right now. So I will walk my other legions, which are better in terms of quality, toward the gates, while my initial 2 legion here will simply capture the gate. So rushing in. It's like no problem. It's an oil shower. It's probably what will kill the most of my troops. Okay, well, while this is captured, I will simply rush 1 group of legionnaire for each point. This will also allow me to find out where the enemy armies are, because right now I don't see anybody. There's nobody home, literally.
We have captured the gates.
Okay, I'm rushing in all my troops now. It's very likely that the enemies are on those lateral points there. Ah, finally found somebody. I was starting to think that this city was empty. And that it was a propagandist town, you know, just show off their power, which doesn't really exist. Now these are Egyptian javelin men. The javelin men are probably the strongest unit against legionnaires. They are really effective at killing you because you're too busy killing other stuff usually. Well, since it's a bunch of javelin men, I might as well charge my cavalry in. I should also make sure that there's no other enemies around. Well, my cavalry here will probably slaughter all those Egyptian javelin men. And I will simply go capture that town over there. There seem to be some enemy reinforcements from the port. I might as well just charge the gate over here. Anyway, the reinforcements from the ships will most likely be javelin men. So cavalry will, the cavalry will be a good unit to just get rid of them. Okay, charge this. I'm just slaughtering everything on the way. Is there any spearmen in there? Nope. So, coming through. Oh yeah, I first of all need to secure that gate before going through. Because otherwise, the oil might kill a few of my cavalrymen. Oh, there seemed to be some fighting here, which I was totally not paying attention to. But it doesn't matter, even though my legionnaire were charging the back. It did not really do much. Oh, I have enough Praetorians here. Whoa. This guy has like 8 pilum in the body. That might be a little overkill. Okay, well, I guess now I have captured the gate nearly, or about to. And I'm capturing all the different parts of town. And my ally is coming late to the party. He's unloading his militia. Oh, he does have some uplights. Can actually declare war on him. Nope, I don't think so. Anyway, that was another victory, pretty easy. Not so many. Okay, so back on the campaign, I just defeated well, the enemies in that town here, so I will switch all these buildings to my cultural stuff. There we go. I will destroy all these because they consume stuff, which I don't want. Same here. There we go. So I'm destroying all the buildings. Now there's a couple of enemies over here, which are not much of an issue globally. Although these here might be. Or did I put my fleet already?
Yes.
No, they're all the way here. There's probably no way they will reach this region here. Okay, let's go there anyway. Now maybe what I can do here is simply reinstate the legacy, so raise a new legion, like this. I will put it into the town. I will recruit a new legion, raise a couple of mercenaries to defend the place. Forgot to click the IR button. So let's IR button here. And now that should be enough to potentially defeat the enemy here. Well, over here. Nothing to do about this so far. So I guess this turn is over. Ending turn. And I will continue my expansion in Gaul, as well as my expansion in Africa. I'm not attacking north of Italy yet because that's not interesting to split on multiple fronts. Because as a result of splitting on multiple fronts, you end up having a lot of battle to do, and it's best to concentrate your effort on specific areas where you can stabilize the area as quick as possible and then move on, as opposed to being stuck in an endless guerrilla war all over the place. Well, here I actually have a legion which might be ready actually to go fight into North Italy. So I'm not sure if I'll do that actually. Or maybe Greece. I don't know. Now the good news is that here the fleet which was floating around did not attack my town. So I guess I can fire those mercenaries now. There we go. Now I do need to expand because right now I'm starting to make less money because I do have a lot of legions to support. So I'll just go there. So, oh, that's a good army. And they're actually defending the town, which is a new thing. Finally. So that will be the next battle. I'll see you. Hi, this is Attila16 and this is another video of Total War Rome 2 at Legendary. And in this case I will be attacking this village, which is actually well defended by a lot of troops. Oh, interesting texture here. So I will actually attack from this side. It's not because the texture is special, but it's because it's a good side to attack from. On this army I do have a lot of javeliner, which I will likely have to rely on. I do have couple of legionaries, which will likely lead the way, followed by a lot of veteran legionaries, which will follow, and then I have my general and praetorian, which can ultimately follow, and then I have my cavalry, which I'll keep nearby just in case. So let's move in there, moving the skirmisher first, followed by the legionnaires, which I'll send on the right side here, followed by the veteran legionaries here, as well as first cohort, and then my general will stay nearby. My cavalry will move over there, so if I see an opportunity to flank around, I will. Alright. So I'm getting shot at. There's a lot of enemies here. I will tell that group of elites to stop and start engaging as well. Let's see, that's a pretty big army. That will be interesting. Okay, let's engage those spear warrior with my legionaries. Now, finally engaging this. My cavalry is a little exposed to enemy fire. I will pull them back. They were a good distraction for a while. There's an enemy cavalry here. Well, here my troops are slaughtering the enemy. I will reinforce that side here. My general is under attack, really. He's all the way behind the army. I don't see why they are attacking it. Okay, let's re-engage this. Sometimes your troops just stop like this. Okay, let's get my velites closer so that they can fire their javelin at the enemies. Now the good thing is that the enemies seem to be holding this time. It's probably all thanks to the newest patch I'm trying now. Okay, engaging that legionnaire. Okay, well, there's more enemies over there. But my objective is to go capture that hill. So I will focus on this. Okay, let me redeploy this. Now my legionnaires are advancing forward into that big melee there, making their way to the top of the hill. Now my velites, I will advance them a little more. There we go. And the battle is complete. So end battle. Let's see how well that went. It was a pretty good battle, actually. 3,000 killed, 200 lost, but at least it lasts. Okay, so back to the campaign. Some population are unhappy.
We hunger for battle.
So we'll destroy their building, this way they will be happier, I suppose. There we go. Libya, they're unhappy in Libya. I will build a temple.
Commander,
And here I'm already building stuff. Here it's already built. I'll build an animal farm. That just sounds weird. Animal farm.
at your
And with this legion, I'll make my way up north. How about going there?
we hunger for battle.
And I have another legion here,
Ready for battle.
which I will need to bring in as well very soon. Okay, here I'm deploying into normal stance, and I will be heading to Limonum.
Ready for battle.
And that legion right here is refill. Add it down one more turn and it will have all the temple necessary to bring the happiness back into the heart of my newly conquered population. Well, here they seem a little hostile, so I might think about
We hunger for battle.
keeping an eye for potential revolt. And now let's just check around with my different legions to see if there's anything I can do. No, I think in this case I'm just waiting for the building to be dismantled and then replaced. How about some auxilia here, 4 velites here, and that will be okay for now.
Ready for
While my fleet, I'll move it all the way here.
king for port.
This way I'll be able to intercept the hostile fleet around the base.
Yes.
There we go.
Ready for orders.
Ending turn. And now I'm just conquering North Africa without much trouble, because it's just about having 2 or 3 legion which are able to conquer everything on their way. My ally actually captured one town, which I'm not sure if I should tolerate that. I suppose I will. I won't have much choice about this. Otherwise, might be an issue. I don't necessarily want to go to war against my ally yet, because it's a Greek faction, and I don't necessarily want the Greek faction to enter war with me yet. Okay, well here I'm. Since I destroyed everything, the population is back into happiness level, so they are very happy again.
Ready for battle. This
So here I will attack Limonium, and then there we go.
at your command. Commander.
So I did conquer Limonium
Ready for orders.
fairly quickly. I will fast move my army nearby,
Advance.
so that I can quickly expand further. While here I will destroy all the buildings. It's pointless to change them to a similar level. And here I'm about recruiting another army. I will reinstate a legacy.
Ready for battle.
And now I will recruit 1 Praetorian, 3 cohort, 2 veteran legionaries, regular legionaries, 4 cavalry, and the rest will be velites. Okay, 1 less cavalry and more velites. There we go. which would be an effective legion. While here, I'm converting the population pretty quickly. Okay, I can expand Carthage. I will build an aqueduct. Here I will develop a public forum, which will give me a little money. And I think that's it for now. As you can see here that the population is now happy. So that was really fast in terms of converting the population. While here, I think they might be happy. Well, they're a little unhappy, but it's fine. I don't believe they will revolt anytime soon. Okay, well here, that population seem a little more unhappy. So we'll just give them a little more time with my legion. And that army here is being recruited, which sure mean that I will be able to send them to support my advance around the world.
We hunger for battle.
So here, I will not attack yet. I will wait to have another legion first. How about, what can I do here? Stance, ambush. Well, at least they won't see me if I deploy an ambush. Okay, well here, I'm not sure if I should wear. No, I will wait. I think I'm fine now. So it's just about waiting some more, and then we will resume the conquest of Africa here, as well as the conquest of Gaul. That's my ally. He's taking a while to think. That's my other ally, I think. He seems to have a very strong navy. And it's a faction which I'm fighting here, I believe. Now the main problem with having allies is that sometimes they beat you to the conquest of territory. Okay, they plan to revolt here, which means that I should probably do something about it.
At your command.
I guess I will send this legion right away.
To your duties.
I guess suppressing revolt is an effective way to deal with
At ease, men.
developing the experience of your troops.
We still have a good win. Commander.
Okay, while here, and we'll move to Namnetum. Namnetum.
Ready for orders. None will escape.
And with my other legion, I'm going the other way. While here, the population is already happy, so it's a good thing. Just shifting the technology, well, the buildings which are around. And I probably should stop recruiting legion because this is starting to cost me too much.
Commander.
Unless I expend some more, which might be a good idea right now. Because there's an opening here, so I will declare war on these. Venice. I don't know where their army went, but that may have just made me a good opportunity to attack. Increased in rank.
Ready for battle.
So that's a good start for conquest of the Alps region. Now there's a lot of enemies there though. So that might be... I might have declared war too early here.
At your command.
But we will act like if nothing happened.
Let them
And I will attack Bibrakti. This is very picturesque. There we go. One more province under my control. I will destroy everything once again. There we go. And this faction is about to be wiped out. Now here I'm a little concerned that maybe the enemy armies which are around here might take action. I suppose I should raise a fleet maybe. Let's raise a fleet. I will reinstate the legacy.
It is an honor
There we
to
go.
serve Rome. Ships to port.
Putting him into the port.
Assembling the fleet.
Recruiting one mercenary, just in case. And this is it.
We hunger for battle.
Here I will destroy all the buildings. And I think, oh yeah, I need to go into Africa to continue my expansion there.
Commander,
You know, the population here is stabilized in terms of
gathering supplies.
public happiness. Well, I guess next turn it will be, for sure.
At your command.
So I will continue my expansion.
Ready for battle. Laying.
There we go. Getting these guys. Capturing the town. Destroying everything. And now I do have that region, which might mean that I could potentially put an edict. But I think I will need to cancel one first. I will increase the happiness of this region if I can.
We hunger for battle.
While here, I will send this legion to stabilize the region here.
At your command.
So there we go.
Ready for battle.
Actually can increase this. Oh, that's some skill from a building which I will destroy anyway. So I better take advantage of it now.
Ready for battle.
Same here, I will do that. Since the building will be destroyed. It's best to upgrade now. This is pretty repetitive. Actually, can I? No, I cannot do it by bunch, sadly. There we go. Okay, now I only have a fleet, which is here. No, it's too far to do anything useful. All I can do maybe is make a blockade of the town here. Actually, I'm too far, sadly, so we'll have to live without it. Okay, ending turn. What is this? Oh, I don't have the entire region here. But Carthage might be a good place to increase tax. Yeah, let's increase the tax rate. Now let's just hope that the enemy, well, the ally army won't capture the town of Paraitonion. And because if they do, that's just annoying. Oh good, they landed here. So they're not attacking here, which is the good news. So far the advance seem to be going well on all front. Now I'm a little concerned about the Veneti faction, which is just north of Italy,
Shall we hag at each other?
which want peace now, which I will refuse now. But fortunately they did not do anything like attacking me. That would have been very annoying. Okay, building temples.
Ready for battle.
And now let's capture that town over there. It's pretty well defended. Even have catapult and stuff. So that will be interesting. I think I will actually build up some ladder. And I will continue the siege for now. Which might actually lead me... I don't know if I want to fight the enemy outside the walls. Because that might be tricky. I will come back to this later.
Commander.
In the turn, of course. Well, here I just chased an enemy army away. Now we'll capture this. Okay. Capture this. Which is Namnetum. Now let's build some temples. An aqueduct. Replace the local technology by my own. Destroy that other technology here. And here I will capture the other province. Decisive victory. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm capturing that other town. Which I will destroy the building now. Which will finance my troops as well.
Ready for orders.
Can I actually attack this? No, I cannot.
Forgive me, but I cannot.
Okay, I'll go back into the town instead. No, actually I cannot. So I will be outside. And here... What are these? This is a rebel army. So I have no reason to attack them. And this is a Pictonese army, which will likely attack me. So I will just wait for them. Now I'll just keep this attack for last.
Ready for battle.
Well, here I will go capture this town, which seemed to be well defended by a lot of Egyptian infantry. I guess I will just encircle them for now. I will come back to this after. Well, here there's that big army over there, which is made of Egyptian troops.
Commander.
I will just wait for them as well. And...
At your command.
oh yeah, here I should probably bring my fleet.
That is impossible.
Because then I do have
Set up a blockade.
the combo of my two armies,
Rome.
which give me an advantage. Very high, but I will lose enormous amount of troops, so that's probably a battle I should do myself.
Take this settlement.
So that's a couple of battles which I will do myself, starting with this one.
Victory.
There's quite a few enemies, including catapult in there, so that will be interesting to see. And that will be the next episode, so let's do this. You can see the balance of power. The next episode will be exciting, hopefully. Hi, this is Attila16, and this is another episode of my campaign with the Romans at Legendary in Total War Rome 2. And I'll be attacking this city, which has only 1 entry. So this will be a very focused engagement. There's also a huge enemy armies which is coming as reinforcements to the enemy. So I will keep my cavalry around to look all over the place and ready to engage whatever might come toward me. Okay, and so the first thing I'll do is I will engage 2 group of legionnaires, which will burn the door, and after that it will be the same as usual. We'll just rush in and kill everybody inside. Now, depending how quickly the enemy army might come by to me, this might end up into an interesting fight, so I'm just grouping up everybody. And I will also bring my velites to support my legionnaires. Okay, so let's do this. So with my legionnaires, let's go burn their door. And let's move my velites as well. I will also take a look to see if there's any reinforcements around. And I do not see any. So now it's all about rushing through. And ouch. So yeah, I'm being under fire. So I suppose I should probably do something about this. So that was kind of expected because I saw that in the pre-battle, but still, it's kind of annoying to be bombarded. So they seem to have some firing stuff here, and this will likely be a tough fight. Wow, they're really accurate. They're targeting my Praetorian. I think I will just go hide behind the small hut there. Oh, they're coming out. Interesting. While my velites will hopefully reduce the enemy number. Now all this is nice because the enemy is coming out, but this will prevent me from entering quickly into the base. It's time to make as long line as possible. There we go. This way. This will reduce the effectiveness of the enemy at blowing up my troops. I also need to spot any incoming enemy reinforcements. So here my legionnaire are fighting a bunch of slingers which decided to come out. The thing is that in that fort there's a huge army, so that will be a pretty long fight. Those ballista are a little annoying. And sadly there's only one entry, so I have no choice but to fight for that place here. My velites seem effective at keeping the enemy away from the wall so far. Oh, we're having some action here. Equites are being engaged. I'm not sure how come my troops did not spot them earlier. I will engage all my equity in the group. I will also bring my Praetorian. Well, here there's quite the fight for the gate. Oh, there's some Celtic slinger over there. While the enemy cavalry seem to be holding pretty well against my equity, which are not a really good cavalry. But I will go around them. The thing is that the Gauls, their main strength is their cavalry. Now it's going here. Well, my legions are starting to be low in number. I think I will pull them back. I don't want to lose them on the campaign map. And I will replace them by two other. If they actually disengage. Said disengage, please. So the cavalry of the enemy reinforcements have been slaughtered completely, which is a good news. And we also know now that they will come from that side if there's any reinforcements. Okay, well here there's a horde of skirmisher which are coming in. I will need to kill them all. I seem to have lost one unit of legionnaires. Wow, my troops are really blind or something. So I have one group of Praetorian which spotted the enemy coming at like 10 meter in front of them. Yeah, we'll bring more legionnaires. Seems that I will have to fight those enemies first. Well, my Praetorians seem to have some difficulty now. I will support them. And they're really struggling against those spear warrior. No, and here I should probably spread out my general because the ballista is proving to be a pain. While here, fight for the gate is not going too well. Yeah, we'll pull back that group. There's no way they can defeat the enemy. And I guess I will turn my attention toward destroying those enemies over here. Oh, there's more enemies over here. Just appear at this last moment. I guess I will just regroup my entire army here. And then I will, in this case here, I will try to rout them with my equity. And here I will come and support my general unit. Okay, these are swordsmen. They seem to be holding pretty well against my veteran legionaries of my unit of general bodyguards. So it's clear that the enemy is really confident, just by the way they fought. I guess here I will disengage. Okay, my general unit is starting to worry. I suppose I am now forced to rely on the boost of my units. Okay. They're shooting rocks at us. That's not practical. Okay. Well, that was a pretty good fight. I just need to ensure that those Celtic warrior never comes back again. Okay, now let's check what's the situation of my troops now. It seems that I did lose quite a bit of troops here. But let's hope that the enemy did lose even more. And now they're bombarding me. I guess what I'll do now is I will regroup my troops into a big line. Yeah, those ballists are insanely accurate. This is kind of ridiculous. My velites are now out of ammo. Well, I think what I'll do is I will pull back. This battle is not going in my favor. So I will simply remove my troops. Save what must be saved. And finish off those good enemy units over here. With my cavalry. To make sure that they will never come back. Anyway, my situation in this area will improve as soon as I will get another legion. This will help me to take that town. But I'm very satisfied that the AI actually fought well this time. Because to be honest, before it was quite a mess. Okay, let's order the global withdrawal. And speed it up. So what I'm doing now is I'm just pulling back, and my aim will be to simply preserve my legions. Then I will reform more legions, and I'll come back later, because this fort has been rather challenging to take so far. And that fight on the side was totally unexpected in terms of timing, because they came... Well, they essentially appeared toward my troops at the last moment. So veteran legionaries, which are really tired now. First cohort. Everybody's tired, but we're pulling back. So I think that was a very nice defeat. There's nothing like a deserved defeat. I like this. Because to be honest, before this patch, the AI was terrible. And finally I'm defeated in a good way. And also the pace is much better. So that's very good. Veteran legionaries. Now the good news is that most of my troops which were preserved are my elite troops, so they will have gained some experience, hopefully, and I will be able to use them again to attack this town. So it's not over yet. So let's go back to the campaign and see what happened over there. Okay, so back to the campaign. So I just had a decisive defeat, which I disagree with the term, but I certainly did lose quite a few troops there. If you look at it, I did lose a group of Praetorian, a group of Legionnaire, Equite, some Velite, and more Equite, and more Legionnaires. If we look at what they lost, they did not lose much units. But I killed 1,800 and I lost 1,600. So that was a pretty good battle.
Retreat, men! Retreat!
So I will simply pull back, reform my rank, and attack again.
For battle.
So let's, well, first of all, let's check if I can recruit anything here. I don't believe I can. So I will move back to Italy, and I will recruit more troops. I also have this legion here, which is being raised. I think I will move it closer. and it's made of many good units. So I think I will merge them as soon as possible with this defeated legion here. And with those reinforcements, we should be fine for continuing the fight.
We hunger for battle.
So all my loss were largely replaced.
Ready for
Now I will need to adjust perhaps my troops for maybe more of a siege kind of fight, which they were clearly not prepared now. They were not prepared for that.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, well here I think I had a siege here to do.
To battle!
And let's see if we attack this. Okay, yeah. I will do this battle. This will be the next one. It will be a pretty big battle. Because look at this army. It's huge. And that will be the next episode. So I'll see you there.